Alright, what is going on, my dudes? So we're back here today with some buffed gameplay. Sorry this took so long to get out to you guys. Basically what happened was Hawkeye was launched live in game, and he was really bugged in many different ways. His slow debuff on the heavy was like lasting for the duration of the entire quest. Basically you do a heavy attack and then they're passively slowed for the rest of the entire quest. So that was a big bug. That was a good bug. But actually there was a lot of good bugs. The other good bug was that his SIG ability was making him so much stronger than he was ever intended to be. Like so much stronger. So I feel like a lot of people are going to be very disappointed when they watch this video, and I'm very sorry for that, but please keep in mind I did not buff the champion, I did not nerf the champion, so I did not do anything to this champion aside from make this video for you to watch, see all his rotations, and see his potential damage output by himself with the synergy team. I have about 4 fights for you here. I'm going to show you a couple different rotations. The first one's going to be a special 2 rotation when you're going for that major damage. The second one's going to be like a power control rotation with the special 1. The third fight's going to be like a full team synergy showcase going for like damage and some other stuff as well. And the fourth one's going to be like a special 3 rotation for some big fights like Labyrinth or Abyss, right? So just keep that in mind. Again, everything that I said. So you could skip through if you want to see a certain rotation, if you want to see something else. But yeah, first things first, we're going for a special 2 rotation here. If you don't know how Hawkeye works, I'll explain it to you as we work up to the special 2. Basically, he has this new perfect release mechanic where after his special attack 1 and 2, after the first hit of like the bow, he has like a pew, right? So after the first hit, you tap the block button, and that's going to pretty much put the game into slow-mo. Kind of cool. It's pretty cool. It's growing on me. I didn't like that at first, but it's definitely growing on me. And basically you have to then release the block button when his arrow glows, and that's a perfect release, and that does 2 things. I'll show you right here. We'll go for it. Okay, we're gonna beat out the special 1 and I'll show it to you. So here comes Winter Soldier special 1, and here comes the Hawkeye special 2. So right here, I guess I want to get really close to a special 3. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so now boom, block button, slow motion, and release. Okay, so that's going to give me a perfect release, and that gives me that purple passive under there. What that's going to do is make my debuffs last 10% longer. Now all my debuffs are also going to be paused for 1 second every time I hit the opponent with a basic attack. Okay, now on the perfect release, okay, I get the critical bleed that I'm going down from the special 2. Here goes another one, okay? And I'm also getting that fragile debuff, and that's gonna make my critical damage do a lot more, okay? So essentially, every single one of those purple passives increased my debuff duration by 10%, up to a stacking of 5, up to 50%, okay? So obviously, depending on the type of fight that you're in, you can get that up to 5 if you go for, 5 quick special 1s. Like if you're going for like a special 3 rotation, if you're looking for that, those perfect release passives, then obviously you go for this 5 special 1s at first. But if you're looking for just damage and you don't need power control at all, then, you go for the special 2 and you get more damage here, okay? So right here, I'm going for a special 1 with 4 fragile debuffs. He hits kind of okay. This is a SIG 20 Hawkeye, by the way. Pretty decent damage. Nowhere near as good as he was doing yesterday, but yeah, 95 hits for Hawkeye by himself here in the fight is not too bad. The special 2 fragile debuffs definitely put in a lot of work. You get 2 of them when you get the perfect release, so you really want to practice that perfect release. And now we're going to look at the special 1, and the damage is much lower on the special 1. So this is like very specific if you need him for like very specific power control fights. He's nowhere near the top of the game when it comes to power control, so I do not recommend you rank up Hawkeye for power control at all. I really don't. So yeah, but keep in mind he can do this. He's always been able to do this. Now he has a suppression debuffs, which make, his special 1 power drain alongside it really good. So yeah, it's always been decent, right? But the power drain is less now. But now there's also suppression. So that's going, watch his power. See, so when I'm hitting him, it's not really giving him any power at all. So that's really good. That could stack 2 times. I guess it could stack more than 2 times if you're on like power reserve. But like, I mean, again, there's better champions to use on power reserve, right? So yeah, check it out. See right here. I'm gaining power to get back to a special 1, and he's pretty much not there yet. I could bait out a special 1, or I can just drain his power again. And as you can see, my perfect release passives are now at 3, right? 3 special attacks in. And yeah, so I'm going to get to 5 here, and then at that point, right, my debuffs are going to be 50% longer, which is definitely nice to have. Now, one thing I don't like, if you mess up a perfect release, which definitely happens from time to time, you lose all your passives, which definitely is not super fun, right? I kind of gotta start over there, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I think I'm going for a special 2 here at this point, right? So this is going to be having my debuffs 40% longer now. So this is 40% longer on the fragile debuff and that critical bleed, which is definitely nice. So as you can see now, again, with the fragiles, we're hitting a lot harder than we were without them, man. So that special 2 is definitely very important to his kit when you want the damage. There's no doubt about that at all. All right, here comes another special 1, maybe, I don't remember what I did. I recorded this one a while ago. So yeah, I'm going for another special 1. Here we go. So now I have my 5 passives, okay? And with the fragile debuffs, the special 1 hit okay. It definitely hit okay. So keep that in mind. Yeah, so again, special 2 is definitely pretty important to his overall damage rotation. And that was a nice 14k, you know, special 1, right? And watch this. You can't chain heavies in the corner, apparently. Don't try it. Don't do it, because you can't do it, all right? So that was decent. You know, both those kills took about 2 minutes. 99 hits on that one. This one was how many hits? On the special 2 rotation, 95 hits. On the special 1, mostly rotation, 99 hits. So I guess it all kind of comes out about the same. So this is a full team of synergies that make him really good. We'll go over what it is. This one right here increases your bleed debuffs by 10%. 30% if Black Widow's dead. The text is broken here, don't worry about that. Okay. This synergy is decent. I feel like it used to be better when he had more power drain, but it's not as good anymore, in my opinion. Draining the opponent's power across a bar threshold grants a fury buff, increasing attack rating by 20% for 20 seconds, max stacks 3. So yeah, that is decent. It's decent. Up next for Darkhawk here. Damaging debuffs are 40% stronger. That's a really, really good synergy for Hawkeye right there. This one right here. Oh, this is the one I was talking about. Increase the duration of bleed and Asorian debuffs by 10%. Gain additional 30% if Black Widow is dead. Black Widow also makes him immune to poison. That's the one that's broken on Hawkeye. And then down here with Hitmonkey, this just makes, I think you have guaranteed crits, I think, on your special attack 1 and 2 if the opponent is bleeding, which is really good because they're always going to be bleeding. All right, so let's go in here with a full team fight here. Okay, full synergy team for Hawkeye. If you want to build a team around Hawkeye, this is a really good team to do so. Okay, I'm not sure you're ever going to want to do that, but if you are, this is a good team to do so. Okay, so keep in mind we're now immune to poison not against mutants though, so not against the class advantage. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so at this point, pretty much going to go for the same thing here, right? Now we have that Hercules synergy, which will come into play a little bit later, but first things first, we're going to start getting set up with some special 2s, okay? And now all our bleed debuffs are going to be longer, you know, duration, and once we're bleeding, we're going to be having some nice crits and everything like that. So yeah, also more potency to the debuffs from like Darkhawk and whatnot, you know? But yeah, so let's see what the damage looks like with the full team here. Here comes the special 2, and there we go. Got the fragile debuff and the critical bleed ticking him down. As you can see, that's ticking for about 1200 more per second, which is much, much better overall, man. It's just much better overall. Obviously, don't push the opponent to a special 3 if you're in a real fight, but against Winter Soldier, it's kind of going for the special attacks here. So you can see the damage increase is definitely noticeable without even a doubt. All right, here comes the second special 2, and not too bad. Now, as you can see, those bleeds are really starting to tick a lot heavier right there, right? And Winter Soldier is ticking down pretty fast, man. He's ticking down pretty fast. Now we're gonna go for a special 1, get that Fury debuff from the Hercules synergy, okay? Not too bad. Bunch of bleeds going on, right? Yeah, we got 2 Fury buffs here. I don't know where the second one came from because we only crossed 1 bar power. But hey, who's complaining about more Fury, right? So yeah, this was definitely a really good kill, no doubt about it. That was definitely very good. Full synergy team, of course, 79 hits, but that was definitely much more impressive. The last thing I want to show you is if you're going for the special 3 rotation, right? This is for like if you're doing Abyss or Labyrinth with this guy, you essentially, first things first, you want to build up your perfect releases, all 5 of them, like I showed you in the special 1 rotation, and then you want to get to a special 3, and you know, Winter Soldier will just about be dead at that point, but against any long fight, right, you go for the special 3s here. This is your perfect release right there, the perfect damage bonus. That's going to make all of your bleed, this is going to make this attack critical, basically. This is a critical hit, okay? So now the bleeds here are going to be critical. And now they're going to be 50% longer because you have your perfect release, and they're going to be doing some decent damage. Now, if I had the full synergy team here, this would probably be doing a lot more damage, man. But he'd also be dead by this point, so it's the only way to show you without it. So yeah, overall, man, I'd say this guy is improved. If you like him, that's amazing. Personally, not my cup of tea. I don't think I like him too much, but that's just me. He's definitely improved. There's no doubt about it. I think he's going to be really good for newer players. He still has that decent power control in the special 1 he's always had. He has a lot more damage on the special 2, and he definitely has, you know, the heavy on slow is nice utility, no doubt about it. So overall, man, definitely improved, definitely a buff, right? Not every buff needs to be Magneto level, not every buff needs to be as game-changing as like Colossus for accounts, so just keep that in mind. He's definitely improved, he's more usable for accounts with, you know, smaller rosters. He's gonna be good. He's gonna be good for those people. If I had him as a 6-star, I'd maybe rank him up because he has a synergy with Hercules, but I don't even have him as a 6-star. I do have a 4 to 5 skill gem that I might put into him just for Hercules synergy, and if I ever need power control with that team, it could be nice to have. So yeah, if you're a big Hercules user, maybe you'll be into it. Who knows? But maybe you just like it, you know, maybe you like him the way he is. And maybe at a higher SIG, he hits harder. I don't know. This is a SIG 20 Hawkeye, rank 2, okay? But yeah, that's it for this one. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big old like. Comment what you think about the Hawkeye buff in the comment section below, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any other future buff gameplay coming to you probably next month. I'll be seeing you around.